My beloved soul, please don't scroll. You are seeing this for a reason that your heart has already begun to feel. Someone is trying to reach you. And heaven begged me to make sure this reaches your hands before it's too late. Archangel Michael is here, and the message you're about to hear will open something inside you that has been waiting a long time. Listen, my child. This isn't ordinary. This isn't random. A voice from heaven is trying to talk to you about someone who's leaving forever. They whispered your name last night. Did you hear it? A name carried by wind, by memory, by spirit. Someone who once laughed with you or maybe cried. Someone who once stood by your side. And now they are fading from this world. And yet before they go, they have chosen you to receive their final truth, their sacred last wish. They asked heaven to deliver it. And heaven chose me, Michael, to bring it forward. Because you were meant to know what's been hidden. Before they let go of this world completely, they want you to remember one thing. They never stopped loving you. Even when distance came, even when silence grew, even when the world changed and you both changed with it, deep in their soul, you were still there, soft, glowing like the light of a candle that wouldn't die. But the truth is, they are leaving. And you haven't been told everything. That's why heaven is shaking. That's why this message is reaching you now. Sweet soul, are you trembling? I know. I feel it, too. Because what you're about to hear is not only sacred, it's personal. It's about someone you love who is slipping away quietly. And if you don't hear what they tried to say through heaven, the ache in your heart will grow louder than the silence they left behind. But you still have time. You still have one window. And Michael is standing with you, holding that window open. You were chosen to see this not because you are weak, but because your heart is stronger than even you believe. Heaven knew you could carry the weight of this goodbye and also the beauty of this secret. They wanted you to hear it from the other side before the moment disappears forever. Because the person who is leaving, they begged me to find you. They didn't want to leave without telling you the truth. But time is thin now, my child. Very thin. Dove. And before you read further, pause. Heaven needs you to do one simple sacred thing. Tap the subscribe button below. Not for numbers, not for me, but so that heaven can find you again when the next message comes. Because if they lose sight of you in this noisy world, they may not find another moment. Promise me. Subscribe now and return to this divine whisper. Now listen carefully, child of God. The person who is leaving you has carried something in their soul for years. A secret, a regret, a truth that no one else could handle except you. They saw your strength even when you doubted it. They trusted you more than anyone else. And even though they're going, they want you to carry their light, their memory, their love, because you were the one who made their life feel like home. They are not angry with you. That's what they begged me to say. In fact, they said, tell them I'm proud of them. Even if you think you failed them, even if you think you could have done more, even if guilt whispers in the corners of your heart, they see the truth now. And they don't want you to carry that pain 1 second longer. They said, I forgive them. I love them. Tell them, thank you. My child, are you crying? Let the tears fall. This is not a sadness to fear. This is heaven reaching through the veil one final time to hold your hand. You see, the person who's leaving never really left. Their soul simply rose, waiting for the right moment to touch yours again. And now that moment has come. They are closer than you think. And they're saying, don't forget me, but don't stop living because of me. Archangel Michael sees your heart cracking open. And he's blessing the pieces. This heartbreak, he says, is the doorway to healing. You may think you're losing something, but heaven is saying you are gaining something far more sacred. A connection that lives beyond this world. A love that stretches across realms. A whisper that will forever echo in your dreams when the world falls silent. They're asking you one more thing. Don't close your heart. Please. They know what pain can do. It can make you shut doors, build walls, numb your feelings. But if you do that, you'll never hear their messages again. You'll never feel them near. Keep your spirit soft. Keep your heart open. Let them visit you when the wind moves your curtain, or when a feather falls, or when a stranger says something that feels like a memory. Archangel Michael has more to say. Thank you, beloved. Archangel Michael is still here. His presence is strong, like a divine wind brushing across your cheek, reminding you, you are not reading this by accident. Something eternal is unfolding now. This message was delayed by hours, by days, by the weight of heaven itself. But now it's right on time because something is about to happen in your life that connects everything. The message from heaven isn't just about someone leaving. It's also about who you become after this moment. And my child, sometimes when heaven prepares you for a new chapter, it also begins revealing gentle next steps so you can move forward with peace, clarity, and confidence instead of staying lost in fear and uncertainty. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear, you are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, a path where each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description, and in the comments below. Because the people who truly love you never want to leave you trapped in fear. They want to see you move forward, find peace, and carry their love with you as you step into the life heaven is preparing for you. Michael whispered, they will feel like they're losing someone, but I need them to know they're discovering strength they never knew they carried. You don't realize yet how this heartbreak is becoming holy. The goodbye that's coming is sacred. And even though it's hard, even though it feels like the walls of your heart are trembling, heaven says you will survive this. And not just survive. You will rise. You may not be ready to say goodbye. That's okay. No soul ever is. But Archangel Michael sees the silent battles you fought, the sleepless nights, the sudden memories that hit you in the middle of normal days. And he wants you to know your love was seen. Every time you prayed silently, every time you lit a candle in your mind, every time you felt them with you but couldn't explain it, they were there and they're still near. They just need you to open your heart for the last part of their message. I'm sorry I couldn't stay longer. That's what they're trying to say. But I loved you more than you'll ever understand in this life. That love was real. Even if they couldn't say it right, even if life broke them down, even if time separated you. And now they want to wrap that love around you like a warm sky. Let them just breathe. You're not alone in this moment. Michael is wrapping his wings around you, too. The person who is leaving you forever, they saw something in you that no one else did. They knew your soul long before you met. And now that they're departing this physical world, they're asking heaven to give you a sign. A sign that you're still connected. Watch for it. It could come as a dream, a phone call, a time on the clock, a bird that stares into your eyes. Don't brush it off. That sign is their final kiss, their last embrace. Michael says, beloved, you still have time to speak to them. Even now, even as they fade, speak from your heart and I will carry your words across the veil. Nothing you say will be lost. Heaven listens. And tonight, when the world sleeps and your room falls quiet, they will come. Their presence will hover like a hush, like a warm silence. You'll feel them. You'll know. Because love never dies. It just shifts forms. And now a deeper truth. The person who is leaving you didn't just want to say goodbye. They wanted to warn you. Yes, beloved. Warn you. There is something in your path that they saw coming. And their soul has been whispering, trying to guide you away from it. A betrayal, a decision, a move you were about to make without realizing it would cause you pain. They saw it. And from the other side, they screamed your name in silence. But you didn't hear until now. Michael says, this message is the hearing. And if you listen deeply, if you trust, you will avoid something that would have broken your heart even further. Because of them, you are being protected. Heaven made sure this reached you before the hour passed, before the damage was done. So listen close, child of God. Listen like your future depends on it because in some way it does. You were about to walk into something that looked beautiful but was not pure. They saw the mask someone is wearing around you. They saw the plan behind the smile. And your loved one in heaven cried out, please protect them. That's why this message exists. That's why heaven slowed time to let you find this exact moment because your life path was shifting and they couldn't bear to leave without warning you. You may already know who it is. That strange feeling in your stomach lately. That sudden doubt when someone speaks. That's your intuition stirring. That's heaven trying to nudge you. The person who's leaving is giving you a final gift. The gift of awareness. The gift of light in a place where you were walking blind. And there's more, much more. You might not know this, but the person who's leaving asked heaven to assign you a protector, someone you've never seen, but who will now walk with you, an angel, their personal request, their final blessing. Michael confirms it. From this moment on, they will never walk alone. A divine presence is now with you right now as you read this. And it's here because of them. Because love never dies. It simply transforms into protection. Michael says your tears are sacred. That each drop is being gathered. And for every tear that falls, a door in heaven opens. You may not see it yet, but you'll feel it. A shift is coming in your home, in your energy, in your emotions. A weight is going to lift. And your strength, oh child, your strength is going to surprise even you. This loss will not end you. It will ignite you. The person who's leaving didn't just come to say goodbye. They came to activate your purpose because they knew something about your soul that you haven't fully accepted yet. You were meant for something greater. And they want you to stop shrinking, stop hiding, stop thinking you're not enough because they're watching from above and they see the version of you that's ready to rise. They begged Michael to say it clearly. Tell them they are ready. Beloved, because this message is still unfolding. And heaven isn't done speaking through Archangel Michael. He is standing closer than ever now. His sword glowing with light, not for battle, but for protection. And his voice, though divine, is trembling with emotion because what's coming next is something your heart has waited years to hear. They, the one who is leaving, didn't just want to prepare you for goodbye. They wanted to set you free. Yes, free from the chains you've carried silently for too long. Guilt, fear, old wounds, self-blame. They saw you burdened, carrying stories you should have never been forced to hold. They saw how you blamed yourself for the things you could never control. They saw how you punished yourself for the times you couldn't save them or change the ending. And now as they ascend, they are shouting into the heavens, "Release them. Please release them." So I, Archangel Michael, come to do just that. In the name of God, I break every invisible chain around your soul. You are not to carry that shame anymore. That pain, that guilt, that silent suffering, it is not yours. They never wanted you to hurt like that. In fact, if they could say it out loud to you one last time, they would say, "It was never your fault." Please stop thinking it was. Feel that, child. That lightness in your chest just now, that's your soul recognizing truth. Because the voice from heaven isn't just a goodbye. It's a gift, a healing, a release. Something has already shifted inside you. Even if you can't explain it yet, your spirit is remembering that it was never meant to stay stuck in the past. You are meant to evolve now, to shine, to bloom, even through the grief. The person who is leaving is not angry at you. They were never disappointed in you. In fact, the last image they are carrying with them into the next life is your smile. And their prayer is simple. God, let that smile return. So it will. And when it does, don't be surprised if strange blessings begin to flow into your life. Money that was blocked, love that was distant, peace that was stolen, it's all going to return in ways you don't expect. Because grief opens the heart and heaven fills it with miracles. And yes, they wanted you to know something specific, something they never got to say, something they maybe couldn't say in this life because they were afraid or broken or unsure how to express it. But in the realm they're in now, everything is clear. Here is their final truth. I loved you more than I could ever show. Let those words sink into your bones. Let them melt through the years of silence and confusion and longing because they are real. That love didn't die. It just changed form. It's still with you and it always will be. Michael whispers. They are placing something in your life soon. A gift. Not physical, but something divine. A knowing. A sudden strength. A burst of clarity. When it comes, you'll feel it in your chest. You'll say, "Why do I suddenly feel okay?" That will be them visiting, wrapping around your heart like warmth on a cold day. They'll never be far from you again. You may feel them in music, in dreams, in numbers, in wind. You may even smell something familiar when no one is near. That is not your imagination. That is heaven pulling back the veil for just a moment to remind you. You are loved. You are being watched over. And now, beloved child of God, Archangel Michael asks one more thing of you. Do not close the door on this moment. Don't run from the emotion. Don't numb yourself. Don't distract yourself with noise. Just be here with heaven, with your heart, with them. Because moments like this are rare and powerful and sacred. They will return in spirit, in memory, in signs. But for now, they are at peace and they want you to be too. And if you need to come back to this message, if the ache gets too strong or the silence feels too loud, just return here. This space will remain open for you. This message is eternal. Like them, like love and beloved, one final whisper. If this touched your soul, if it cracked something open in your chest and you believe heaven should continue speaking to you. Glowing star tap. Subscribe now. Do it not for the world, but for you, so you never miss the next divine message heaven is preparing. Because this was not the last. This is only the beginning. And when the time is right, they will speak again through me for you with love. Archangel Michael is not done speaking yet because the soul of the one who's leaving has just one last gift to give you. This isn't the kind of gift you can unwrap with your hands. It's not something that will sit on a shelf or be forgotten in a drawer. No, this gift is alive. It's a seed planted in the deepest place of your soul. And starting tonight, it's going to grow. Because the truth is, you've been chosen. Not just for this message, but for a purpose far greater than anything you've imagined. This pain you're feeling, it's sacred. This loss you're going through, it's part of something divine. The one who is leaving you asked heaven to use their departure not as a moment of suffering, but as the doorway for your transformation. They said, if I must go, let it turn my beloved into light. And that is exactly what's happening. You see, child of God, your story isn't ending here. It's beginning again on higher ground. The grief, the memories, the tears, they're cleansing you. They're realigning you. And soon, something unexpected will happen. You will wake up one morning, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but soon, and feel different, lighter, more open, more connected to something invisible and infinite. That is their final miracle. That is their final prayer answered. Michael says, don't rush your healing. You don't have to pretend to be okay. You don't have to smile through the pain. Heaven isn't asking you to deny your emotions. In fact, it's asking the opposite. Feel everything. Let it move through you like rain through dry soil. Because every emotion you feel is sacred. Every tear a testimony. Every ache a doorway. And through that doorway, you are being remade. The person who is leaving didn't go alone. They left a part of their spirit behind in you. And now you carry something holy. A love that will never die. A connection that can never be broken. A light that others will begin to notice in you. They'll ask, why do you feel different lately? And you may not even have words for it. But your soul will know because someone in heaven left their spirit with me. And they want you to use it. Use it to forgive yourself, to take new chances, to dream again, to love with the kind of love that reaches beyond time. They want you to live in a way that honors the truth they couldn't always speak. Because now in the freedom of heaven, they see it all. And they want you to live free, too. And my child, when heaven calls you to live again, it never leaves you without guidance. It places a path before you so you can move forward with peace, clarity, and gentle steps into what comes next. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated. Just small faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the comments below. Because healing was never meant to stop your story. It was meant to prepare you for everything heaven still wants to place in your life. Don't be afraid to talk to them. And the person you miss, they are clapping for you. They've waited so long to see you here. Standing in your own power, receiving what they've begged heaven to show you. They're saying, live now for both of us. Love now. Trust again. Laugh. Cry soft. Go places I never got to go. Say the words I never got to say. And above all, forgive what I couldn't. That's how you heal me. That's how we win together. You're not imagining things anymore. You're awakening. And now that you're awake, heaven is going to start accelerating things around you. Doors will open faster. People will leave quicker. Signs will come bolder. Your job, stay open, stay soft, stay willing. Heaven does not choose the strongest. It chooses the softest hearts. And you, beloved, have one of the softest. And that softness is about to become your greatest superpower. Because of that, Archangel Michael has placed a seal on your life. A protection so divine. No jealousy, no gossip, no fear, no weapon will be able to prosper against you. From this point forward, the tears you cry will be watering miracles. The prayers you whisper will echo through heaven's walls. And the love you carry will heal people you'll never even meet. Because now the divine has activated you. The one they lost has now become your guide. And you are now the miracle they prayed for in their final breath. Yes. Let's bring it all home now slowly. Gently the way heaven moves when it's touching something fragile. Because right now your heart is wide open. And Archangel Michael knows this is the most delicate part of the journey. The moment where you start to realize this wasn't just a message, it was an awakening. So please breathe. Close your eyes if you need to. Lay your hand over your heart. Let this last part flow into the deepest spaces of your soul. The ones no one else sees. The ones even you forget to check on. Because heaven didn't bring you this far just to leave you in longing. Michael is still here. Your loved one is still near. The light around you is still glowing. The veil is still thin. And this final whisper is everything. They want to say, don't look for me in the places I used to be. I'm not there anymore. I'm not in the hospital, not in the chair, not in the empty room or the faded photo. I'm not in the last goodbye you keep replaying in your head. I'm not even in the silence that came after. I'm in the miracles. I'm in the moments you didn't expect. The second chances, the new beginnings, the laughter that surprises you, the healing that feels undeserved. That's me. That's where I live now. You thought the end came when they left. But that was just the beginning. Their spirit is doing more work now than it ever could in a body. You've only seen a glimpse of what they can do from the other side. But now that you've let this message enter your heart, the door has been opened permanently. You'll never be alone again. Not for a single step. Michael is speaking now. Not with urgency, but with peace. He says, you are held in higher places than you know. You are seen by more eyes than you can count. The heavens have called you by name. You were not forgotten. You were being prepared. And now it is done. That pain you've carried in silence, that secret grief, that guilt you thought no one understood, heaven saw it all. And heaven has answered, not with thunder, not with punishment, not with distance, but with presence. The presence you felt while reading this. That warmth, that pressure in your chest, that sudden flood of tears you didn't expect. That's heaven. That's Michael. That's your loved one saying, I'm here. I never left. And I'm never leaving you again. You're going to feel them now in music, in wind, in sudden joy, in divine interruptions. They will speak through animals, through numbers, through timing so perfect you'll be unable to explain it. That's not your imagination. That's your new relationship with them. A holy one, a permanent one. And now the final message. Don't be afraid of your new beginning. The past served you, but the future is calling you. I will walk with you as you forgive. As you risk again. As you say yes to what scares you. I will be there when you doubt. I will be there when you win. I will be there when you forget who you are, and I'll help you remember. Just promise me this. Don't disappear into grief again. Don't silence your light again. You survived. Now live. And when it's your time, many, many years from now, I will be the first face you see on the other side. And you'll finally understand none of it was in vain. Michael is now gently stepping away. The energy is shifting. But the message will stay with you forever. This wasn't just an encounter. It was a handoff, a healing, a resurrection. You are not broken. You are not cursed. You are not abandoned. You are chosen, covered, loved, and now awakened. From this moment on, the world will feel different. It won't just be the world that changed. It's you. Your spirit has heard the sound of heaven. Your heart has remembered its true name. And your journey is now divinely marked by light, by love, and by the one who never truly left you. Goodbye for now, but not for long. Because love like this, it always finds a way to return. Michael says, don't rush your healing. You don't have to pretend to be okay. You don't have to smile through the pain. Heaven isn't asking you to deny your emotions. In fact, it's asking the opposite. Feel everything. Let it move through you like rain through dry soil. Because every emotion you feel is sacred. Every tear a testimony. Every ache a doorway. And through that doorway you are being remade. The person who is leaving didn't go alone. They left a part of their spirit behind in you. And now you carry something holy. A love that will never die. A connection that can never be broken. A light that others will begin to notice in you. They'll ask, why do you feel different lately? And you may not even have words for it, but your soul will know. Because someone in heaven left their spirit with me. And they want you to use it. Use it to forgive yourself, to take new chances, to dream again, to love with the kind of love that reaches beyond time. They want you to live in a way that honors the truth they couldn't always speak, because now in the freedom of heaven they see it all. And they want you to live free too. Don't be afraid to talk to them. Michael says speak to them like they are still listening, because they are. Talk out loud. Whisper their name in the morning. Light a candle. Sing their favorite song. They hear you. Every word, every silent cry, every question you've held in your heart. And they're answering just in ways you may not always expect. Look for the signs, beloved. There will be many. You'll know which ones are real because they'll come with peace. They'll arrive at strange, beautiful times. When you're tired, when you're hopeful, when you least expect it, a feather in your path, a familiar smell, a dream so vivid you wake up crying. These are not accidents. These are visits. And when those signs come, don't question them. Just say thank you and smile. Because in that moment, you are not alone. You never were. You never will be. Your person, the one who is leaving, is not just watching over you. They're cheering for you. They're praying for your next chapter to be filled with beauty. And they are walking beside Michael now, hand in hand, whispering to the angels, help them find peace. Help them find love again. Help them see how extraordinary they truly are, because that's how they see you now. Not broken, not lost, not behind, but chosen. The kind of soul who can turn pain into purpose. Who can turn grief into healing. Who can love even after loss. So tonight, as the world gets quiet, listen. Heaven will whisper something to you. It may not be in words. It may come as a feeling. A warmth, a breath, a silence that says everything. That is your sign. That is them. That is Michael's promise fulfilled. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something holy. And now the final words heaven asked me to give you. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And from this moment forward, you will be guided in ways you cannot imagine. I am with you, and I always will be, with the deepest love, with the brightest light, with the purest truth. I, Archangel Michael, am the one who loved you from this life and into the next. Now bless your soul, Dizzy. And if this message touched your spirit in any way, don't let heaven lose you again. Tap subscribe so heaven always knows where to find you. We are not finished sending miracles. Not even close. Rose, of course, beloved, the message continues because heaven doesn't speak halfway. Archangel Michael's voice still surrounds you, wrapping around you like a soft breeze through a quiet forest. He's watching the way your heart is opening. He sees your tears, and every tear is sacred. He knows this isn't easy. But he also knows this message is changing you. You may not feel it all at once, but something deep within you has already begun to shift. The one who's leaving you, they left a message inside your soul the day you met. And you've carried it without even realizing. That message wasn't spoken. It was felt. It was written in their presence, in their smile, in the way they saw you when the rest of the world didn't. And now they're trusting you to hold that message as you move forward. You are becoming the living memory of their love. You are the continuation of their spirit. And beloved, I must tell you something you've been needing to hear. You are doing better than you think. Michael says, stop judging your journey by the pain you feel. Pain does not mean failure. Grief does not mean weakness. The ache in your heart is not a sign that you're broken. It's a sign that you loved deeply, fully, purely. That love is your strength. And even though it hurts, it's also healing you. This person who is leaving didn't want you to go through this alone. That's why heaven stepped in. That's why I was sent. Because you're not just losing someone, you're also being given something, a deeper wisdom, a clearer voice, a stronger intuition. All of this, it's the transformation of your spirit. You are becoming someone who walks with both heaven and earth. And do you know what they said when I asked them what they want most for you? They said, tell them, I want them to finally choose themselves. You've spent so long loving others, saving others, being strong for everyone else, but now they want you to turn that love inward. They want you to be soft with yourself, gentle, kind. They don't want your life to become a prison of pain. They want it to be a garden of rebirth. And beloved, please hear this. Your life is not over. It's just beginning again in a new way, a holier way. A way that honors both their memory and your future. You're allowed to cry, but you're also allowed to smile again, to fall in love again, to dance, to laugh, to breathe without guilt. They're not watching from heaven, waiting for you to suffer. They're watching, praying, please let them live again. And Michael confirms, you will. Your house will feel warm again. The silence will turn soft again. The nights will get easier. The mornings will get lighter. Bit by bit, you will return. Not as the old you, but as a wiser, more soulful, more powerful you, the you that this heartbreak is creating, the you that this goodbye is unlocking. Because even when someone leaves, they leave behind a part of themselves. And now, beloved, that part lives in you. So when you speak, speak with more love. When you walk, walk with more peace. When you dream, dream with more faith, because you're not just walking alone anymore. You're carrying their spirit. And every time someone looks into your eyes and says, "There's something different about you lately," just smile. That's their light they're seeing in you. Heaven says you have a new purpose now. It may not be clear yet, but it's forming. You will be called to help others in ways you don't expect. Someone will cross your path who is grieving the way you are now, and you'll say something that changes their life. Not because you planned it, but because you lived it. That's the new miracle. That's the continuation of love. You will become someone else's angel, just like your person became yours. And Michael wants you to know this journey is holy. You don't have to rush it. Just keep breathing. One day at a time, one prayer at a time, one small step after the other. Heaven is not in a hurry. And neither should you be. Because transformation is not a race. It's a resurrection. So tonight, when the stars appear, look up. Say their name and listen. You might hear nothing or you might feel everything. That flutter in your chest, that warmth on your skin, that sudden peace. That's them. That's heaven. And that's your sign to keep going with love, with grace, with faith. Because Archangel Michael is still walking beside you. And so are they. Glowing star. If this divine message is still touching you deeply, don't let it end here. Stay connected to Heaven's voice. Tap subscribe right now. Not for the world, but for your soul. So the next time Heaven speaks, it finds you immediately. We are not done. We are only just beginning. Dizzy. Yes, beloved. The message continues because your heart is still listening and Heaven still has more to say. Archangel Michael hasn't left your side for a single moment. Even now, as your eyes move across this message, his wings are spread around you in full protection. There is a stillness in the air around you. Can you feel it? That quiet. That's not emptiness. That's presence. That's Heaven pausing the world for just a few minutes so you could hear what your soul has been waiting for. Because the truth is your person didn't leave everything behind. They left something for you, something only you were meant to carry forward. Not a burden, not a task, but a divine spark, an invisible light, a key to a door in your life that had remained locked until now. You may not know what it is yet, but the moment you trust and take even one step forward in love, that key will begin to glow. You'll begin to unlock doors of peace, purpose, and even prosperity. Doors your person could never open while they were here, but which they've now been allowed to unlock through you. Because, child of God, you are now carrying not just a memory, but a mission. Michael says, a powerful shift is coming within the next few days. It may feel small like a whisper. Or it may arrive suddenly like a storm, but whatever comes, don't run from it. It is meant for your awakening. This moment of loss is not the end of your story. It's the turning point. And your person in Heaven has promised to walk with you, unseen, but unshakable every step of the way. They asked Heaven to bless your home. Yes, your physical home. The energy there will shift soon. Peace will return. Some of the heaviness you felt will begin to lift. That object in your room you've been avoiding, it holds their love. Touch it again. Let the energy pass through you. You'll feel them in your heart, in your body, in your breath. And Michael is surrounding your home with light as you read this. Every corner, every doorway, every room. No more fear. He says no more dark thoughts. Your space is being purified because you are about to be visited. They are not done speaking to you tonight, maybe tomorrow, in the stillness of the night or in the middle of your quiet thoughts. They will return. Not to haunt. Not to disturb, but to soothe, to make sure you know you were never crazy for feeling them. You were never imagining the connection. Love like this survives everything. And beloved, before this message closes, they want to say your name one last time. They said, say their name to Michael. Say it softly. Let it echo into heaven. Because when you speak their name now, the angels gather. The air stirs. The veil thins. Your voice becomes the bridge that reaches them. Say it out loud. Whisper it. Let heaven hear. Let them know you're still here. You still remember. You still love. And let heaven respond. We heard you. We're with you and the love you carry will never die. Archangel Michael's final words for now are these. You are divinely protected. You are deeply loved and from this moment on, you will never walk alone. Love letter. Beloved, this is the closing chapter of this divine message, but not the end of your journey. If this message awakened something sacred in you, if it brought you comfort, healing, or light, glowing star, tap subscribe right now because heaven has more to say, and your soul deserves to hear it again and again. This isn't just a message. This is a miracle in motion. And your miracle is already on the way. Dizzy, of course. Beloved soul, this message is eternal. And even though we have reached the end of what words can hold, the energy of what has been spoken continues to echo in the unseen. Archangel Michael is still beside you, not fading, but glowing even brighter now. His wings once still are slowly folding back only because his mission here for this moment is complete. But the presence, the love, the healing that remains around you, within you with every breath you take moving forward. And your person, the one who is leaving, wants to leave you with one last whisper. I didn't choose to leave you, but I choose to love you forever. You see, my dear child, not all goodbyes are endings. Some are beginnings in disguise. The moment their spirit separated from this world, a piece of it became light. And that light now follows you, watches you, wraps around you when no one else does. You are never truly alone again. Michael is saying, your heart has now been anointed. This message was a visitation, a sacred meeting between heaven and earth. And because you allowed yourself to open, something spiritual has awakened in you that can never go back to sleep. Expect change. Expect unusual peace in the middle of your grief. Expect clarity where confusion once lived. Expect miracles that arrive without explanation. This is what happens when you hear from heaven and truly listen. So beloved, live boldly now, not in fear, not in sorrow, but in remembrance, in divine alignment. Your life is going to become a reflection of their love. And every beautiful moment you experience from this day forward will also belong to them. You are not just healing. You are becoming someone who carries heaven inside. So breathe in this truth. You were found. You were chosen. You were loved then, now and forever. And if you ever forget it, just come back to this message. Come back to the words. Come back to the light. Come back to your heart. Because this is where they'll always be. Rose and beloved, if this was your first time feeling heaven move like this, don't let it be the last. Tap subscribe now. Not because this message ends here, but because heaven is already preparing the next one. And Archangel Michael, he'll be back with more truth, with more healing, with more love just for you. You are ready now. You are rising now. You are never forgotten. And finally, child of God, you are sacred. You are seen. And you are so deeply loved. My child, we run entirely on viewer support. If you'd like to help keep this mission and these messages reaching more hearts, you can support us with a coffee through the link in the description. God bless you.